Hello, I'm Dr. Tanu Mishra. Welcome back to our series where we are talking about the implant in a very easy and simple way. So, today's topic is diagnosis and the case selections. So, before starting our topic, let's talk about the osseointegration first. What is osseointegration? Osseointegration is nothing but the physical connection between the bone and the implant. And how does it happen? Then, when we make a drill into the bone and place the implant, there is a mechanical connection between the implant and the bone which we call it as the primary stability. And after the healing period, bone is formed between the flutes of the implant. That is because of the blood is present between the micro gaps between the bone and the implant during the placement, and that blood is converted into the bone because of the osteoblastic activity. So after 3 months we got osseointegration. So here we can call blood as the real hero. Now let's talk about the diagnosis and the case selections. So there are the two parts. First is the patient evaluation and the second is the site evaluation. In patient evaluation, we start from the medical history. We ask the patient that about uncontrolled diabetes, hypertension, recent MI or the stroke, immunocompromised condition, heavy smoker, bisphosphonate therapy. These are the conditions where blood supply is hampered. If patient says कि डॉक्टर साहब कभी हमारा शुगर बढ़ा रहता है, you just ask the patient to have the HbA1c report, and if it is greater than 8%, then you have to immediately postpone your surgery and ask the patient to consult with the physician to stabilize the sugar, and then you can plan your treatment. In case of the recent angina, what you have to do is after 6 months of surgery, you can plan your treatment. But in case of the heavy smoker, there is the higher chances of the failure of implant because of the poor blood supply, poor bone healing, and the failure of poor integration and the failure of the implant, that is peri-implantitis. So if the patient wants, you should ask the patient that there is the higher chance of failure of the implant, and if patient wants the implant, then there is a protocol that you have to ask the patient to stop the smoking 1 week prior to the surgery and 3 months after the surgery. Long healing period, that is 4 to 5 months, and you should place the submerged healing abutment. You can recall the patient after 2 to 3 weeks for the checkup, and also ask the patient that there is the higher chances of the failure of the implant if you are not going to follow all these instructions. It's not like we can't place implant in these conditions. We can place, but the condition has to be stable before placing the implant. So before placing the implant, we ask the patient to have some reports like HbA1c, blood investigations, some medications. Before planning, we have to review all these things. In your treatment plan, you have to see all these conditions has to be stable, because these are the main reason for the failure of the implant. Patient always blame the doctor for the failure. They can't take anything on them. So we'll talk about the site evaluation in the next part. For now, thank you so much. Stay tuned for the next video. Thank you.